Do you want to get more art commissions? Do you want to get more clients? Do you want to make more money on your art? Then I think you should give Reddit a try. What's up, y'all? This is the Art Mentor. My name is Sean. I'm a veteran art teacher and freelance artist. And today I'm going to give you my tips and tricks, my do's and don'ts, and my pearls of wisdom for how you can succeed on Reddit and how you can get more money for your art. And it's going to start right now. So there's 3 reasons why I want to introduce Reddit to you as a really great, viable source for getting art commissions, and here they are. So the first, number 1, and biggest reason why Reddit is a really great place for you and a viable source for you to get art commissions is that this place has no algorithm whatsoever. It just simply has posts appear in the order in which they are posted. Number 2 is that Reddit has a really huge active user base. Minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, everything is totally changing and you're gonna get a lot of traction, a lot of potential clients, and a lot of potential jobs that you can apply for on Reddit. So that's a really great reason too. And lastly, what I have personally found is that the clientele that's on Reddit, they're typically willing to pay more than some other websites. So this is a really great place for you to get art commissions that will allow you to get more than a combo meal at Wendy's. So here are my favorite places to go and get commissions, and I think they're gonna be great for you too. Now, before I show you all the subreddits that I personally like to use, I'm gonna just give you the disclaimer that I do a lot of fantasy-based artwork, but there's a lot of these channels that you can still use, and you can definitely find your own, whether or not you're into cyberpunk or you're into heavy mechs or you're into environment design. There's a lot of subreddit channels, but here are some of my favorites. The first one is Art Commissions, similarly named Art Commission, Hire an Artist, Hungry Artist, this one's pretty popular. And the last one I want to talk to you about, and I really want to rave about for a moment, is called the Professional Freelance Illustrators. Now, what's really unique and special about this one is that in order for you to even post or respond to any clients, you have to get certified from them. And what that means is that basically you have to prove that you're actually offering competitive wages, meaning that you cannot say, oh, I want to do a $5 portrait for you. That's not acceptable for them. They charge at a base rate $30 an hour for your artwork. So you have to prove to them. And that's really nice because that does bring a lot of legitimacy. So I really do recommend this. Now, let me give you some tips and tricks for how you should be applying to jobs and how you should be advertising yourself. Now, the first segment I want to talk to you about is when you are going to be applying for commissions. And this is typically with the text in the title of any type of post. It's going to say either looking for artists or hiring most often. And let me talk to you about why you might not be getting commissions yet on this platform, because you might be doing some of these things. So let's take a look at this example here. Somebody is hiring a commercial illustrator. It looks like they want kind of a cute anime style here. Let's see what people put in the comments so I can show you what not to do. So this first one says, hey, I'd love to help sending a DM. Oh man, please don't do this. This is a bonehead, really unprofessional way of approaching anybody. Also, if somebody is posting, they don't want to get a flood of DMs. You need to let them DM you, not the other way around. That comes off obnoxious to clients. This person says, hey, I'm interested in your project. I think my style fits with what you're looking for. And here's my portfolio. So this is definitely not a good way that you should respond to a client. Oh boy, here's a doozy. This person says, hail and well met, traveler. I'm interested in helping out with the artwork you're looking to commission. Okay, yo, this person is not a D&D commissioner. They are just wanting some anime artwork. Just right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, this is really off-putting for somebody that is not an uber nerd. Now here's the over-exuberant person that says, oh my God, yes, here's my portfolio. Yeah, don't do this. Again, this is not professional. This is not somebody that you know. This is somebody that you're seeking to make a good impression on. On a similar note, here's the, I'm interested. Obviously you're interested. If you weren't interested, you wouldn't make the post. So why do you need to say that? You absolutely don't. Oh boy, and here comes the big mama jama atom bomb of bad things that you should do. Now you remember this person wants anime style artwork. So this person says, it starts off with not safe for work warning. Y'all, why are people still doing this? I see this all the time on every single art commission platform out there. Y'all, this person did not want lewd, dirty artwork, okay? They did not ask for that, so don't throw that up there, okay? Again, just assume that this person is like a youth pastor in a church and they're gonna go ahead and show all of this to their youth group. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you do this to them? They didn't ask for it. It's just like if I want a cheeseburger, you're not going to convince me to get Indian food instead, because just like this artwork that you're posting about, it is too spicy for my palate. Again, similar example. If you have somebody that wants a big mega mech character and you're gonna post your furry artwork, that is not what the client wants. You should never be posting or giving links to anything that's not exactly what the client wants. That's crazy. So now this leads to this simple question of what should it look like if I'm going ahead and I'm dismissing all of these bad posts. Here's what it is. I found one, just one, that is really well structured and something that you should copy, and this is exactly how I have done it, and I would do it too. So here this person says, hello there, I'm interested in working with you. I have 4 years of experience in freelance and I'm interested in your post. And they go on to say what they have done and how they can be of service to them. Y'all, this is picture perfect. So first off on here is you should have a very brief introduction. So this should just basically say who you are, what you do. The next thing on here that I really like is talk a little about how you have done that type of artwork before. That's a really great, simple thing, and it should be very concise. And what's also the best practice for you to do, and I'm gonna talk to you about this really soon again, is that this person only supplied one link. That's all you need to do. Don't apply for any job and post 5, 6 different links. So this is exactly what it should look like when you apply for any type of job posting on Reddit. And by the way, if you ever see any type of posting that has a crap load of comments on it, don't even bother. What do I mean by that? If you apply for any job posting that has 20 or more posts, you are basically not going to get hired if you have any type of competitive rates, because at that point, that client is just going to shop through to see which one has the most acceptable quality at the best value price for them. And that should not be you. So now let's transition into how to advertise your creative services. What I'm about to show you and what I'm about to go through is how I, in a single weekend, can post and get all of my commission slots filled within 2 days. And that's pretty awesome. And I want to share my tips and tricks for how to do that for you too. Here we go. So I want to start off with the don'ts of things you do not want to do. So the first issue that I see a lot is being very unspecific in your job post. So let me go ahead and show you a few examples. So this person says, commissions open, I can draw whatever you need, character design, logo design, and even movie poster. Y'all, this is really, really overwhelming. If I'm a client, I know exactly what I want. I have an idea in my head of it. This does not tell me anything. Here's another person that's being way too unspecific. So, hey, I'm open for commission OCs, not safe for work, portraits, and fan arts. Y'all, no, don't do this. Is too much. This person is really just trying to flex that they can, or at least they think they can, do anything. Don't do this. People know what they want and don't want. If somebody wants a pet portrait, I guarantee you they don't need, nor do they want, any not safe for work style artwork. Here's another beauty. This person says commissions are open. For what? Again, put yourself in the seat of the client here. What am I going to get? I'm going to get a pencil portrait, but I don't really know as a client, like, what am I going to pay you for? And another really big thing that I see across all of the subreddits I see is that people will just say artist for hire and then in artwork, but it doesn't tell me what you're going to do. Now I can clearly figure this out from my experience that this person is doing some type of Dungeons and Dragons party on here, okay? And it's a really wonderful artwork, but as a client, I'm not really certain I would pick up on that right away. Make it easy, make it understandable for what the client wants, and you need to target your specific audience on this. Next, let's go ahead and examine some other bad practices for advertising yourself. So here are some common issues that I see really frequently in people posting. So here, let's take a look at this first person, which by the way, has some really killer awesome looking artwork, illustrations and paintings, Dungeons & Dragons, characters, illustrations, gaming avatars. This is all within the same bubble. That's great. However though, one common practice that a lot of people do is that they try and just put way too much information in a comment explaining what exactly they can do. Essentially, what you should be doing rather than having this huge blurb in your comment is you should instead just make everything that you need necessary in the title of your post. It's a much more effective strategy. Here's another example that I want to go over, and this is a really great topic to talk to you about. So this person who has really nice artwork is for hire, they're a professional illustrator, and they're open for commissions. But, man, they neglect to do one major thing. One of the best things about posting your artwork on Reddit is that you can actually upload up to 10 different art pieces. With this, they only posted one artwork. Like, this person, obviously, judging by their skill level, has a good amount of artwork that they've done. Don't just post one, post many. Post a lot. On this example, and I've seen this one a lot too, this person says that they're open for art commissions. And by the way, here's my Instagram. Y'all, I cannot stress this enough. Do not encourage a client to get off of Reddit and to check you out on somewhere else. Don't do it. Like, they're not going to go through all the effort to think even if they're looking on a mobile, they're not going to swipe up, open up their Instagram, key in your Instagram ID, and then go. If you're going to do this, you should just have that link down below. Another really bad practice, and I'm just going to say globally, this is a terrible practice. Do not put your pricing into the post. Do not post a commission sheet either, like these examples right here, okay? So with these are lovely artworks, and I'm not knocking that part, but I am gonna knock on the fact that they went ahead and they posted the pricing of this. This is not a good practice for any artist anywhere, at any ability level, at any experience level, because what you're doing is you're forcing the client, instead of looking at your artwork, engaging, is this a good artist? Am I willing to pay for it? You're instead demeaning the entire process into just a shopping experience, and they're just gonna look at the price tag. Don't do this. Now let's show you how you should do this and what will definitely help you get more clients more often. When you're gonna go ahead and make your own post, here are my tips and tricks to increase the likelihood that you're gonna get hired. So first off on here, what I recommend that you do is you should put everything important into the title. By the way, make sure that title is very specific. What can you do for a client so that they know, oh, I need that. I need that Dungeons and Dragons character done. I need that landscape done. I need that sci-fi character done. So make them want to come to you just through the title alone. So let's take a look at some good examples of what other people have done that are really great. So here's a great example where this person is making a lot of fantasy-based characters, and although they did not upload multiple images, they're able to fit them all on the same picture. Here's another one with a similar one. Again, we're doing fantasy illustrations. These are beautiful, awesome illustrations, by the way. They're cropped a little bit, but it's enough so that if a client saw this, they would know, oh man, I've been dying to get this artist and this style artwork done for me. Same thing, they want to do some fantasy characters, and these are really high quality images, and there's enough of each character to show what this artist can do for them. Now here's an example of kind of merging these two concepts together that I recommend, and I see people do too, where this person actually has 4 pages of different artworks with different character designs. And again, this gives a really strong impression. The more examples that you can supply a client, the more confidence you're going to instill in them that you are the right choice for it. Now, next, let's talk about how to close the sale, how to make sure that you are going to get hired as much as possible. A lot of times when artists post their work, be it here or on any platform, somebody in those comments are going to say, what are your commission rates? So they got asked, what are your commission rates? And this person handled it like a boss. They responded with, if you could please send over a description of what you're after, then I'll be able to send you my rates. This is an awesome response. The only thing I would say is that you should not do email, because again, they have to hop off of the Reddit platform, open up their email, copy and paste in your address, and those are 3 too many steps. Instead, I would just recommend that you have them DM you. Have them DM you, and then you can have a strong conversation about exactly what you can do for them, and you get a really strong scope of what exactly the project entails. Now, this is really contrary to how a lot of people operate, and I'm going to tell you that this is the more new age way of doing it that's more successful, because you want instantaneous conversation with clients. And if you want a really solid guide for how to do this, I made an entire video about how you should have a conversation-based professional evaluation of a client and their project, and I'm going to link it up here as well as down below. Now, finally, I want to give you some tips and tricks so that you will be as successful as possible. So, since you've lasted this long on this video, I want to give you this major piece of advice. You are always going to be more likely to get jobs, and especially if you're advertising your artwork, if you are posting on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Why? Because that is typically when people are perusing the internet at work, they're doing it at school, because they're prepping for their weekend, and they're typically kind of at the end of their attention cycle at work or school. Another thing I really want to caution you on is you need to watch out for the moderators of every single group, okay? So here's one thing that I need you to know about the moderators for each of these, is that they are power tripping trolls that have evolved into super online dictators. You need to pay attention to the rules of every single subreddit that you are applying into, because if you do not, then I can guarantee you're going to get a nasty message, you're going to get banned, or you're going to get restricted as far as what you can do. You need to beware of the moderators. It's really dumb. Hey, do you want to learn more about how to get more art commissions and make more money on your art? Then make sure you watch these videos here.